Okay, so welcome everyone to this video tutorial. So today we are going to see how this whole design was created and the design process. So without any further ado, let's go. Okay, so let's just go ahead to create the file size. So I want to use 1000 by 1000 because I just want to have it on a square size. And I'm going to call this BS3. Then for the resolution, you can use anything between 100 to 300. That is what I recommend. Then you hit create. So once you have hit create, you should have your artboard like this or your canvas like this. Then you just have to duplicate. So after you duplicate, then go ahead to bring some of the images that was used on the design. So once you have brought up the image like this, then I'm just going to take this down and I hit it. Yeah, so this is like the image used, but it needs some adjustments and all that. So I'm just going to take this to the camera raw filter um and just do a bit on it. So do not panic, yours is not going to show like this. I think I compromised my camera raw filter at some point. So just go to basic, add some constructs, add texture, add clarity, add vibrance just a bit, and add saturation just a bit. Then why I actually brought this here was to make it clearer. I don't like all this dot, like this dots kind of stuff. It's not clean. So how you can actually improve that? Go to details and you increase the noise reduction. Increase it. It's going to be more clear. Yeah, you can see for yourself. And then it's okay. This is just one of the things why I brought this up here. Then next thing we have to do is to do some edits on this whole rock stuff. So how we used to attain that, went to the adjustment layer, then go to the gradients map. Then once you're on the gradients map, choose your gradients. Just clip this first on the image. Oh, I just remember that we had not take out the background. So let's quickly do that because it totally blended with my background color. So let's quickly do that. Go to the selection tool. Just use quick selection here on the top bar. Click cloud and then you hit select subjects. Once you have hit select subject, it's going to make the selection for you and then you can take it out. Couldn't find the subjects. Let me be sure. Let me change my background color. Um, okay, this is black now. Then let me select and see. Select subjects. Wow, why is it saying couldn't find? Okay. Okay, since it is not seeing any subject, we can just do this manually. Yeah, just go to your big selection and select the rocks. Yeah, that's make the selection. Then you create your layer marks. You should have it like this. Then I think I can change my background color back to white. So I'm just using the paint buckets and yeah, back to white. So how I did that was click the background layer that was duplicated. Whatever is the foreground color is what the paint bucket is going to paint. So if I click X and change it to black and I'm on the paint bucket and I click, you can see it's black, then back to white. This is what I want. Then to reduce the fuzziness or the borders of this selection, just go to the layer marks of the selection, which is this, then go to filter, go to order, go to minimum, set that one, then say okay. It's going to reduce it. Just showing you just in case you have that kind of situation, you know how to handle it. Then the next thing, I'm just going to convert this to a smart object. Then I'm going to go to the gradients map and I'm going to clip it so that it's going to affect only the image. Then I'm going to change the gradient. I have this gradient saved already. Yeah, here is it. So I should have something like this. I should have something like this on on my design. So yeah, I think this is okay, and I hit okay. Then let me see linear. A good classic. Okay, I think Petra is okay, and yeah, I think this is okay. Then the other outlines that were added to this rocky image. just go to the gradient overlay again. Sorry, not gradient overlay, the adjustment layers. Then hit on the curves adjustments. Then once you're on the curve adjustment, increase this like this. So you increase your curves to about this point. Yeah, this is okay. Then you invert it here to invert Control I. Then you're going to have it back like this. So what you need to do now is to hit your brush tool. Then once you're on your brush to be on your keyboard, you need to just paint these tops. Paint these tops like this. So make sure your foreground color is set to white, toggle X. You should have something like this. Um, Something like this. Sorry, I'm using the hard round brush. That's why you're having this very strong edge. So I'm going to just undo. Make sure you are using the soft round brush here, and do the paint so that it's going to blend up. Yeah, something like this. And you can actually reduce your flow here from here if you want, but I think 100 is okay for me. Then you paint it like this, paint up all these edges and all that, all this. Once you're done, you can hit Control 0 to fit your adball back to screen. You should have something like this. So, but I think that it's not showing that much. So let's just hit the curve, hit properties, and increase it a bit. Yeah, something like this is okay. Then change the blend mode to dissolve. To, to dissolve. So you should have it like this. And let's just reduce the curve a bit now. Think like this is okay. Uh-huh. So that's how you can actually get it up to this level. Remember, we use gradient map, we use the curve. Then we're just going to add a bit of color balance to it. So you just hit here, go to color balance and click down. Just going to add some reds and a bit of yellow for the midtones. Then for the shadows, the same thing, reds and a bit of yellows. Then for the highlights, same thing too. And a bit of this, yeah. So that was how this part was achieved. So once you have done that, you should have something like this. Um, I think we need to just add a bit here. You go back to your curves, you can zoom in. Back to your brush to just more here. I think this is okay. So the next thing we do is to change the background color. So I'm just going to back to the background. Let me rename this to BG. Yes. So hit your layer style and then go to gradient overlay. So once you are on gradient overlay, it actually remembers the last gradient you have used. Use same gradient like this. Okay, so let's change. Let me see. Let me just check Radia. I wouldn't want to use Radia. So let me leave it at linear. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Then it's okay. So after that, let's just group this whole rock layer together. Hold, select the rock, hold shift, select the last and Control G to group. So you can actually rename it to rock ROCK. So I want to make it bigger, Control T. I've selected everything, then just make it bigger. I want to make it bigger actually. Something like this is okay. Yeah, so I can actually reduce the opacity of this curves. Yeah, I think it's better that way. Let's just leave it at 70. 70 is okay. Then close the rock. Then there's this glow, like kind of glow thing I added to make it like shine also. I'm just going to bring it up on the design. Yeah, so here is it. So you can use place embedded or you just drag and drop. So I'm just going to increase it a bit, holding out, so increase all the sides. Yeah, something like this is okay. And then I'm going to place it under, not inside the rock group, under the rock group. So I can have, yeah, something like this. I'm just going to centralize this, move to centralize. The next thing I would love to do is to bring out the eagle image. So you can just download the eagle from the internet. There are a lot of them. So you just download and then you remove the background. So once you have brought your eagle. So you should have it like this. Just remove the background. You know how to do that. So you should have it like this. So let's just maybe just increase it a bit, holding out. Yeah, and I say okay. So it's processing. So if your eagle doesn't have so much depth like this, just go to the camera raw filter, then you take out the highlights, add contrast, add structure, add a bit of the haze, and then save. You should have it better like this. So your eagle should be something like this. So I think that this is too dark, so I'm going to correct it. So let's go back to the background layer. Here on this gradient layer, double click on it. So once you double click on it, the option is going to pop up. This option here, I think it's too dark. So on this scale, what this scale does is that when you choose, when you see that it is, you see that it has moved. So that's actually make this, brighter. So I wanted to actually make it brighter. So remember that it was at 90 like this. So I'm just going to add minus on the front, minus 90. So yeah, so this is okay. What I have here is okay. So this, let me just take it to the front and see. Yeah, I think this is better. Taking it to the front is better. Or should I leave it at the back? Let me just take it to the front. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then for this eagle, just to add some depth on it, so we are going to like create a curve for it, just to do basic stuff, sharp. So go to the color, go to the adjustment layer, go to curves, increase it a bit, maybe something like this, clip it to the eagle, and then invert it, hitting Control I. So you have it like this. So on this here, zoom in, then back to your brush tool. I just want these areas to look more. Then you paint out these areas, just to give your design details and make this just a random cutting online so any other person can as well see it and use it. But when you have done stuffs like this, it actually gives an edge for you. Not too much, just small, just small to just give depth to your design. Just a little. Don't like that one. Don't like this one. So just a little, and let's zoom out Control 0. Yeah, so you have seen how I've been able to add depth to our design. Let's just add some here. Let me zoom in so I see what I'm doing. Let's add some here, maybe here also. Yeah, and maybe here. Just add some here and Control 0 to zoom out. Yeah. So we've been able to do that. So you can also group it, hold Control, select the eagle, Control G, and you can name it eagle. Eagle. So yeah, here we are on this design. This is where we are. So the next thing, let's just add the text. So you can just go to the type tool, horizontal type tool, click. So the theme.
Okay, so the theme is betting. So betting neglect. So when you go to the type to highlight it, then change the color, and that's the hex code. Okay. Then once you have hit OK, let's go ahead to change the font. The name of the font used is Junk Dogs. Junk Dog, yes. So yeah, that's it. Then let's just go ahead to scale it, yes, let's scale it a bit. Yeah, I think this is good, but then I think the spacing between the letters, individuals letter, are too much, so I'm just going to highlight it from the layer panel by clicking on the thumbnail, double clicking, then hold Alt, yes, to like separate it more. Good. Then you click OK. Then once you are done with that, we'll go ahead to make it to look more fancy, right? So here on that layer panel, right click and go to warp text. So once you're on work text on style, make sure you're using arc. Then you see it's going to give it that curve. Then let's reduce it a bit. Yeah, that's okay. Then we are going to we are going to centralize it, but you see that you have to be on the move to and change it to canvas, then you can centralize. So once, yeah, that's the center. So once you have centralized, it's going to be at the center of your canvas. So let's take it down a bit. Yeah, let's take it down a bit. I think that's okay. Then we duplicated so we can add the other text below, and that's eaglets. Yeah, let's LTS. So yeah, so let's scale it down a bit, so it's going to matching or fitting with our text, and closing, then centralize also. Let's scale it a bit down. Yes, I think it's okay like this, and then we centralize. So we have it on the center for the both of them. Yeah. So let us go ahead to take that shiny effect to the back of the rock. So so that we'll have it better. Take it to the back of the rock, then move it down a bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. Then those share scrambly things on the text, what you have to do, you have to convert that text layer to a smart object. Then once you have converted to a smart object, then you can convert also the other one to a smart object. So once you have converted to a smart object, then click on that, go to distort. I think it's share, no, it's not share, cancel. Then let's go back to distort, ripple. Yeah, ripple. On ripple you can increase the amount and you can change it from medium to small. However, let's just increase it a bit. I think this is okay. Then you can see the effect that we have made on the button. So I think it's too much, so let's reduce it. Double click on that place and let's change it to 100. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then you see the effects on the text. Then let's just copy it to the eaglets. Instead of going through all that process, just hold Alt on your keyboard and then drag it to the other text, and you can see that the effects will also be placed on it. So yeah, let us continue. You can see that I reduced the outlines on the rock, but there's no issue, you can leave yours the way it is. So yeah, let's go ahead with this design, and now let us bring up the shape using the rectangle tool. Once you're on the rectangle tool, you draw, click, no, don't click once. If you click once, that's what will happen. You click and drag. Then let's change the color, which is the fill color, to yellow. Yeah, I think that's okay. Or let's see what we can get. Orange, okay, I think that's okay. Let's make it kind of dimmer. Let's see. Okay, I think this is good. Then let's just duplicate, Ctrl J on your keyboard, and then drag it to the other side. duplicate again, or you can hold alt on your keyboard and then click and drag to duplicate. So we have it to be like this, and let's just go ahead to group it. Select all of them holding Control or Shift, then select all the shapes together. Yeah, select them together. But let me just change the color. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Then for the first one, let's just make it brighter, or yellow. Okay, yellow is good. I think this is good. I think this is good. Okay, it's okay. Then let's go ahead to let me see. Um, okay, let's go ahead to add the border. So we are using another sorry, not the border, the effects on the shape. So you can see that we have made another smaller shape on top, then get to use a more lighter color, then convert it to a smart object. I'm going to convert it to a smart object, then go to filter, go to blur, go to motion blur. Yeah, then let's increase it. Let's keep the angle at 90. Yes, 90 is okay. And let's increase the distance a bit. You can see the effect. You can see what happened to the shape. Okay, so we have it to look like this. What I think it is good. Let me just undo and let me reduce it. Hold shift and reduce so it will align with the box, the shape of the box. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then I think I'll change the color to no, that's not it. It's cancelled. Double where is the color? Double click. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't know. No. Okay, let me just go ahead to show you another way of changing the color. Yeah, go to the add layer style, then go to color overlay, then you can change the color. You're going to see a box, then you can change the color to white, but let's increase the opacity so it's going to show very well, and click OK. So you can see that the color has been changed to white. So we are now going to convert to a smart object. Then once we have converted to a smart object, we'll go to the filter, go to the blur and the motion blur, then everything. Let's increase the distance a bit. I think this is okay. So yeah, that's how to do that effect on the box. Then let's copy it, add on the second, copy again, Ctrl J to duplicate, then add on the third. So you can see that we have created a sweet effect, but we can also reduce the opacity to make it look more real. Let's reduce it a bit. I think that's okay. Then let's also reduce this. I think 80 is fine. Okay, then let's go ahead to create the border between the angles, the borders on the angles. So we are still using the rectangle to you hold and you drag. I think this is okay. Then you take out the fill, then you add the stroke color. Let's make it white, and let's increase the stroke size. I think 25 is okay. Then hit enter. Yeah, that's okay. So let's align this to fit well. It's okay. Then let's take it to the back of all the angles and reduce the opacity. Let's reduce the opacity. Take it to the back. Yes, I think that's good. Let's um okay, add let's let's take it down a bit. Let's reduce the stroke size a bit. And I think take it down, holding shift and click OK. So I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So let's go ahead to group all of them together. Select all of them by holding shift. Then let's rename it. We have renamed it to rec. So yeah, let us add the wavy effects. So yeah, just bring this image from your preset, hold shift while you are rotating, so it's going to rotate in angles. So you can see that this is at angle 90. Then you click OK. We are just going to scale it before we click OK. So click OK. So once it is done, we'll take it to the back, like the back. Yeah, that's okay. Then we are going to rasterize the layer. Right click and then you rasterize the layer. Then hold Control Shift U to change it to black and white. Then change the blend mode to soft light and then reduce the opacity. Reduce the opacity. I think this is okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. So let's go ahead to further in this design. Let's add the wavy kind of fiery spark on this design. On your Google, you can search fire overlay or fire sparks overlay, and you are going to get the image of something similar. So let's go ahead to bring it up from our computer. Yeah, so this is it. Let's scale it down a bit. Let's scale it down a bit before we say okay. Yeah, let's scale it down a bit and place it right. I think this is okay. Then let's take it to the back. Yeah, this is okay. And change the blend mode to screen. Blend mode to screen. Then once you have changed the blend mode to screen, you can see how that's blended. So let's add some details to it by clicking Ctrl L to bring up the levels panel. Increase the noggle. I think that's okay. So let's bring the other parts also. Yeah, okay. So you can see what we have done so far. So let me show you how you can add the finishing touches to your design. So you just hit Control Shift Alternate E to create a stamp visible layer. So once you have done that, let's convert to a smart object. Right click and convert to a smart object. So once you have converted to a smart object, to make your design a bit brighter, go to filter, go to blur, go shine blur, then increase it to the point that you cannot see so much again, like everything is blurry. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then once you have done that, change the blend mode to linear dodge add. So then once you have done that, reduce the fill color. Yeah, think this is okay. Yeah, so you can see the before and after, before, after. So yeah, let's go ahead to add some more touch. So to create another stamp visible layer, let's see, I think trying to find out, yeah, that's okay. To create another stamp visible layer, then we convert it to a smart object and take it to the camera raw filter. So once you're on the camera raw filter, don't worry, yours will not show like this. Yeah, so go to basic. So once you are on basic, add a bit of contrast, add a bit of texture, a bit of clarity, scroll down, add a bit of let's see, a bit of vibrance, a bit of saturation. So the one thing I like to add, the details, a bit sharpening, sharpen it a bit to make it sharp, then increase vignetting. Let's increase it and click OK. So you can see how good this design has turned out to be. Very sharp and detailed, before, after, before, after. So yes, this is the preview of this design. Very, very wonderful. So thank you for staying to the end of this video. Like and subscribe. See you again next time. Thanks.